All right, so I'm just making a hopefully quick and easy video to go along with my post about how to attract a dream job or a dream house. Here's just some ingredients that I both included in the post and a few extras that I'm just making this my own unique experience like I talked about in the post. So just start with the herbs, which you don't need, but they can help you. We have cinnamon. You can use cinnamon sticks. You can also use cinnamon powder, and you can use coffee, basil. These are the things I'm using in this anyways. This is basil from my garden, clove. I'm using poppy seeds. No, I didn't include clove and poppy seeds in my post. I might edit it later, I'm not sure, but these are just some things that I'm using personally. And then, of course, we have the carrier oil, which I'm using olive oil for that. And then we have some essential oils that I talked about in the post, sandalwood and lavender. And then I have a come to me oil, which is optional. You don't need that. It's just an option, whatever feels right. And so I have the center candle representing spirit. Now I have these stones out here just for, you know, visualization purposes only. You don't need these stones. They're just there for examples only. So remember, middle candle spirit, and then I like to set them up like this. You can set them up any way you want. I like to have fire and water where fire and water usually is, which is like on the earth plane where I am. And then of course earth is down here with the ground, air is up in the sky, it's up there. It just for my brain, that's what works for me. I also have a box to use in case you didn't want to burn it after. You can always put it in a safe and sacred place like a box. I have some aventurine, which can help with wealth. Oops. And you can also use crystals if you want. You don't have to. They are not included in the post. But if you did, you can always use crystals. So that's why they're here. And I might just even put them in there. And they have matches. And yeah, let's get started. First, I have mixed up some poppy seeds, some basil from my garden, some coffee, and some cinnamon and clove. I haven't added any oils to it yet. This is just the dry ingredients, and I don't have that many. I might even have too much, but we'll see. Probably not. I'm going to dress the candles, and I'm going to put the rest on the paper. All right, I added some essential oil and olive oil, and now I'm going to mix it up. As you can see, it's going to get on your hands. So I'm only using one hand, but basically just want to dress the candle with the herb mixture and oil mixture. You don't need a ton, which I probably, again, made too much. And that's okay, because I can just save it for later. This is applicable or usable for other things. So I'm just using these little candles here. Put a little bit on top. But I also have a tea light here. And if that's all you have, that's totally fine. And you can use bigger candles too. I just personally like to use candles that will burn within, you know, a shorter amount of time, so I don't have to sit there and watch them. I don't have to worry about them burning, that they burn quickly. So tea lights are totally fine. You just want to dress it like this, nothing fancy. I'm just using that as an example. I'm probably not going to be using that. So you only have to dress the center candle representing spirit, and then the rest I'm going to put on the paper. So you can do a few things. You can draw sigils, dollar sign, which didn't come out too good, or, you know, just the power of 3, or you can just basically, you know, just sprinkle it all over. Basically, we just want to imbue your words with the energy of the herbs and oils and everything. So that's all we're going to do. Just make it your own unique experience. And you're probably going to get a little messy, but that's okay, because it smells really, really good. And yeah, just make it your own. And it is really messy. But that's okay, right? And again, it smells really good. So yeah, that's about it. It's pretty easy, you know. All right, so we're lighting the first candle, calling in spirit or your deities, your higher self, universe, whatever you work with. And then once you do this part of the instructions, you're going to go around and light the rest of them. It doesn't matter what order you go in. And then as you light them, you just ask for each element, calling upon the element of fire, calling upon the element of air. And you light. So if you can make it with one match. Calling in the element of water. And I'm just using this as an example. I'm not doing an actual ritual, so I'm not completely saying the things I should be saying, because this is not a real ritual and I don't want it to be. It's just for educational purposes only. All right, so we have the other 4 candles lit, just like I have in the instructions. And at this point, you're gonna make this experience gonna be uniquely your own. You're gonna meditate, dance, pray, whatever feels good to you. Now, when you're done, I'm gonna show that next part. So we are either gonna put it in a safe and sacred place, or we're gonna burn it, and I'm gonna show both. Also, I had to wash my hands like 4 or 5 times. Now they smell really good, but it was a little hard to get off. So if you don't want them to ruin your nails and turn them colors, you can just use gloves. That's not that big of a deal. I don't mind getting out my hands because I'm super used to it, but you can definitely use gloves. Completely your choice. Now, I just thought of a question someone might have. When it comes to the spirit candle, when should you move it? I like to burn candles down as much as possible. I feel like it adds a lot of energy to the ritual by giving more time and the energy of the fire and everything. So that's why maybe tea lights are a better option for some people. It really depends on you and your situation. You can have, you know, bigger candles. You can repeat this for 3 days. You can repeat this for 7 days. You can do this for a whole month. You can do it until a full moon. There's a lot of different directions you could go in this. So I'm just using very basic examples to kind of get you going. You know, anything from beginner witch to medium to more advanced. So again, this is just a simple ritual to give you some guidance, and then you can build your own ritual off of that because it's super easy and it's super safe. Now I have rolled up the job or house description, or this again could also be your petition. I like to roll things up. I didn't do this too neatly because this is just an example, but you can roll them up. Some people like to fold them, you know, 7 times towards you and then turn it and everything. I don't do all that. You can if you want to, but I don't. So basically I'm just gonna roll it up. I'm gonna fold it in half so it'll fit in this box, which already has herbs for other reasons. And I'm just going to keep it in this box. When I'm done, next I'll show you just a really simple, like, how to burn it. And once you're done with the main ritual part of it and you're ready to roll it up, at that point you can just blow out the candles and then roll it up and then either put it in a box or bury it or burn it. It's completely up to you. Also, if you're going to save it, you can just add those stones to your safe space. All right, so I'm on my main altar. I'm just gonna burn it here because this is where I burn most things like this. I just put some rubbing alcohol in my cauldron or stone dish where I burn petitions. In the bowl right now is some lavender and some basil left over from my herbal work with my apothecary. So I'm just burning the excess, like the stems and stuff, and some old lavender in here just to kind of keep the fire going. It was already in there ready to go for my next fire, so that's going to build up. Don't burn yourself. And you're just going to put your petition or job description or house description in the fire, and then, you know, safely use tools to burn it. It doesn't look like I'm being very safe, but I am, I promise. And then I have water and a fire extinguisher and sand in case I need to extinguish it. And that's pretty much it. And then when you're burning it, you just want to think about the job or house you want. Focus your energy on it. See it in your mind while also safely tending to the fire. And that's about it. You just want to have it burn all the way down to ashes. And then you can take those ashes and you can spread them. You can spread them around your house. You can, you know, release them to the wind, earth, or water. Running water. That's what I was looking for. It's completely up to you. Whatever feels right. You can also put these in a potted plant and, like, you know, mix it up with dirt and grow, you know, your rosemary in it next year, or your lavender, or something applicable. That's another option. Again, you just make this uniquely your experience. So anyways, I hope that helped. This is just an example to get you going. And that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, you can email me anytime. And if you need, you know, what's it called? For your petition work. If you need a template for petitions to use instead or whatever, just email me. Anyways, I hope this helps. Bye. Oh yeah, and also make sure when you burn things that you burn things in a fire safe container. This is a stone bowl. It's completely safe for burning in. You can also use cauldron. That's a metal cast iron cauldron. that I used for a long time, and now I just use it as an incense holder basically. You can also use like those tin pans that you get at grocery stores for, like, you know, baking and cooking and stuff. That way you can just throw it away when you're done. There's lots of different options that you can use, so just make sure you use fire safely, don't burn down the house, don't melt anything. You know, just be careful. I'm used to this. I do this like every single day. So anyways, just a little helpful just a little helpful tip and hint. I hope it helps. Bye.